Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to cover three things. First, I want to show you how to do a data conversion from a date to character type and vice versa. Next one is to calculate days between two dates. And finally, I'm going to show you how to display a full information of a specific date. Okay, now let's begin. The data I'm using here is the VIX daily history data, okay? And the contents look like this. Now I can see the date has the numeric type with MMDD YY10 date format. Okay, now to convert, I can use what? The put function with the date 9 or MMDDYY10 format. Now to convert them back, I can use the input function. Okay, now if I run this and I can take a look at the proc contents again. Now I can see these two new variables, the string date and the string date 2, they have character data type. And the new date and the new date 2 have numeric type with the date 9 or MMDDYY10 date format respectively. Okay, but the proc print won't tell us the difference here. Now I can see the string date and new date. Can you tell the difference? No. And the string date 2 and the new date 2, they look the same, but in data types, they are totally different. Now, what about calculating difference between two dates? Okay, I'm going to use an example of my last date of my data set and the first date of the data set. Okay, so using this maximum function and the minimum function here in the proc SQL. So my first date is March 20th, 2019, and then my last date was March 20th, 2020. To calculate the difference, how many days between these two dates, the method one is very straightforward. I can simply just subtract first date from my last date, right? Since both of them are in reference to January 1st, 1960. Okay, and then the difference will tell me the difference here. The subtraction will tell me the difference. Now method 2. Now suppose I have the date. It's in the date format. Now I can use the MDY, okay, and coupled with the month, day, and year to turn this last date into a numeric date type. And again, my first date using the month, date, and year and MDY to turn my first date into my minimal numeric date. And then the difference between this numeric date will give us the answer here, my date div2. Now method 3 is to use the .diff function. This is the start date and this is my end date, and by default this is how many days or actual days passed in between. So I can get the date diff3. And method 4, again, just like in method 2, assuming I have the date format, okay, in the date format, I want to change that to character type and further change to numeric type, okay? And after that, I can calculate the difference between these two. Get my answer here. Now, the most interesting one is the 5. I have intck function, which is similar to my .diff function. And the first date basically is my start date, the last date is my end date, and the day is the unit of the interval. And then I run this function, I can get this difference here. Okay, finally, I'm going to wrap up the video with this intnx function, or interval next, which will give us whatever the specific date. For example, I want to know 10 days from today, what is the date for that? Okay, then I can use this intnx to get that information. Plus, I can use this put function and along with this week date 23 format to display the full date information of that date. Now let me run this one. Now I can see date diff 1, date diff 2, date diff 3, date diff 4, and date diff 5. All of them are showing the same information. The days between my first date and my last date are 366 days. And then my last column shows the weekday in 10 days is Thursday, April 16th, 2020. Thank you for watching. Please leave your comments below and subscribe to our channel if you like our videos.